You know him as John-Boy Walton, the beloved face of American television, but behind Richard Thomas's smile hides a lifetime of heartbreak, tragedy, and unimaginable loss. What you're about to hear will change how you see him forever. Stay to the end, you won't forget this story. When most of us think of Richard Thomas, we picture the warm, earnest face of John-Boy Walton from the classic TV show The Waltons. His portrayal of the sensitive, hopeful young writer earned him widespread fame and the hearts of millions around the world. Yet behind the glow of television lights and nostalgic smiles lies a life far more painful and tragic than many realize. Richard Thomas's journey is not just a story of Hollywood success. It is a testament to how even those who seem to have it all can be touched by profound sadness and heartache. Today, we're uncovering the deeply personal struggles and devastating tragedies that shaped Richard's life. A story many fans have never heard, but one that deserves to be told. Born in 1951 in New York City, Richard began acting as a child, quickly rising to fame with his defining role in The Waltons, which aired from 1972 to 1981. Almost overnight, he became a household name, admired for his sincerity and gentle demeanor. But with that early stardom came an overwhelming weight. The pressures of fame and growing up in the spotlight forced Richard to mature quickly, navigating a public life while still figuring out who he was as a person. Beneath the surface of success, he faced challenges that would leave lasting scars. One of the most crushing blows came in 1975, at the peak of his fame, when his father, Richard S. Thomas, died suddenly from a heart attack. Richard was incredibly close to his father, and the loss shattered him. Losing a parent at such a young age, just in his early 20s, left an emotional wound that never fully healed, reshaping his outlook on life and haunting his years ahead. Unfortunately, the tragedies didn't end there. As Richard tried to move forward, his personal life faced more turmoil. His first marriage, to actress Alma Gonzalez, eventually ended in divorce, an event that added yet another layer of pain. The breakdown of his marriage brought deep emotional strain, a stark reminder that fame and fortune do not guarantee happiness. Richard himself has been candid about the depression and isolation he struggled with following these losses. The smiling, optimistic John-Boy Walton that audiences adored was, behind closed doors, a man grappling with grief, heartache, and the heavy shadow of expectations. Reconciling the cheerful character he portrayed with the troubled man he had become proved to be an ongoing internal battle. Yet perhaps the most heartbreaking chapter of Richard's life came years later. In 1998, one of his children from his second marriage was diagnosed with a life-threatening illness. Despite every effort to save her, tragedy struck again. His daughter passed away at a painfully young age. Losing a child is a loss no parent should have to endure, and Richard has described it as a life-altering experience that forever changed him. The depth of grief from losing his daughter left a mark so deep, it reshaped not only his personal life, but the very core of who he was. It was another unimaginable blow, piled atop a lifetime of private battles few knew about. Despite all of this, Richard Thomas's story is not just one of tragedy, but of resilience. Over the years, he has found a way to make peace with his past. He continued working, building a career in theater, television, and film, though with less fanfare than his Walton days. He has spoken openly about the healing process, acknowledging that it took time, reflection, and inner strength to move forward. His journey stands as a powerful reminder of the human spirit's ability to endure, even when faced with the darkest moments imaginable. Today, Richard lives a quieter life, but one where he's found a sense of balance and peace that once seemed unreachable. His story reminds us that behind every beloved public figure is a human being, carrying burdens we may never see. His life, marked by both triumph and tragedy, offers inspiration for anyone who has ever faced loss and fought to rise again. As we reflect on Richard Thomas's journey, we're reminded that even in the face of overwhelming grief, it's possible to keep going, keep growing, and keep living. Thank you for joining us in uncovering this deeply moving story. If you found it as powerful as we did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more heartfelt stories like this one. We hope you'll stay with us for the next chapter.